What's up, everybody? We're live on Wednesday. We got our Wednesday live going. How's everyone doing? It gets dark so early nowadays. You know, daylight savings and all. Super stickers. Got it. Hey, Produce, what's up? Let's see here. You know, I didn't give a little notification on Instagram. Let's see how we do without doing that today. I'll tweet it. There, that should work. Tweet. All right. So what's up, everyone? Today? Yeah, I'm solo tonight. John, he had a family emergency, so he could not make it. So, but he texted me a picture of his spine that he wanted me to share with you guys. So I'll show you that. He got his, I don't know if that's from his MRI or his CAT scan. Hello from Illinois. Hey Tara, hey Sarah, hey Produce, Kathy, Linda, Trini, Rachel, Metalhead. I think I got everybody. Yeah, let's see, where did I download that? Download. Yeah, this is crazy. I'll wait a little bit till I show you guys. We'll get everybody in the chat first. But hopefully he gets this taken care of soon. So yeah, so it's just me tonight. So just, I don't know, ask me questions related to veganism or anything really. Anything you guys want. I just uploaded on Monday my video at Pleaaase Pizza. So Noah, Craig, and I, we went to Pleaaase Pizza to see what vegan options they had because we heard about it, and turns out they had some really good vegan pizza. So if you guys haven't already watched that video, check it out. If not, that's the only time I've ever been there. I'd like to go again sometime and try the other crust. So that was pretty cool. Oh, Trini said my YouTube notification popped up. Awesome. That's always good to hear. Yeah, his back is really messed up. Well, I mean, he's just as he always was. He just had a family emergency today, so he couldn't make it. I talked to him earlier this morning on text message. Nothing happened to John. He just he sent me his he was gonna share the I don't know, I think this is a CAT scan of his spine, and he just wanted to give an update on that. He's going to get a second opinion next week out in Ohio, and then he's gonna try to make a decision from there. But nothing happened to him. He had a family emergency today. So I don't know if it's my place to say what happened, but I'm sure he'll tell you guys soon. He's okay. He's fine. My pizzas look so good. Thank you. You know, somebody was commenting that all I do is eat pizza, but it's funny because the last time I had pizza was when I filmed that video, and I filmed that video the same day, like right after I got out of getting my hair chopped off, and that was probably 2 weeks ago now. As soon as we did the haircut, we went out and we were trying to figure out where to go to eat, and Craig wanted to go to Core, and I said, why don't we just do Chipotle? And then we both looked across the parking lot and we're like, Pleaaase. We went over there, and glad we did. My back is okay. My back is good. Yes. Yeah, I had surgery. What? 8.5, 9 years ago, and I've been fine ever since. Sometimes I'm sore or something. My lower back's sore, but really nothing to do with what I used to go through with sciatica. Yeah, I'm fine now. I went for a run yesterday. I did a pretty good pace. I only went. It was raining. I like to be in the rain. If it's not too cold, but it's a nice fall day. Leaves were everywhere, and it was nice sprinkling out. So I went for a nice little run. Does anybody else like the rain? Anyone else? Sarah wants to know, what are my favorite holiday vegan dishes to make? I'm trying to plan for my first vegan Thanksgiving with family. We have really a whole slew of videos on the Vegan Zombie main channel for Thanksgiving. Actually, last year I did a video every day for a week straight of different vegan dishes. But there's a lot of them. I mean, if you're don't want to do like one of the vegan roasts, there's many roasts out there, and I've done reviews of those. If you don't want to do one of those, you can make your own, or just stay away from that altogether. Actually, our first video ever, we did stuffed shells, which was from our vegan Thanksgiving that we used to have every year, way before I started the channel. We're talking 20 years ago. And we got a lot of questions coming in. This is good. If you go check out Noah Craig's last channel, we made the pot pie from my cookbook, and I hadn't made it since the cookbook, and it's really good. And I've made it again since then. And today I made and I'll probably do a video for this because I haven't done a straight up video for it, but I made a nice hearty fall soup that's still on the stove downstairs right now, cooling off, and really good. And another way to do tofu that I'll show you guys soon. Am I getting used to my haircut now? No, I'm still not used to it. It's still pretty short. Let's see. How was everybody's Halloween? We had a good Halloween. It poured and rained out. I went over to my brother's house and went trick-or-treating with Katie. So she got maybe 5 houses, and it just poured down. I mean, it was coming down, and we got drenched completely. So yeah, I feel bad for the little kids that were all dressed up to go trick-or-treating, because it pretty much ended in the neighborhood everywhere as soon as that happened. Sarah, to piggyback on that, I have some really good vegan rolls made from scratch. Different soups. I did like a pilaf one year that was really good. Different pies and stuff. Just anything you can think of that you would normally have, you can make vegan versions of it, and we've pretty much done it all. Different. We did like a parsnip mashed potato a few years back. It was actually featured in Vegetarian Times. Vegan Metalhead says my girlfriend has sciatica. Yeah, it's not a nice thing to live with, especially if it's severe. There's different stages of it. A lot of it, most of it, from what I've read, is the research I've done is it goes away on its own. But if it's really severe, like the one I had, it does not go away. Linda says the girls working at Pleaaase were really nice about answering. Yeah, they were awesome. Like, even on the way out, like, we said goodbye to them, and they like stopped what they were doing and waved to us, and they were nice. They were really good. And by the way, I did Google the sauce before I ate it when I sat down, just to double check. Everything was vegan. The crust was vegan. The red sauce was vegan. And the good thing about it is, I like to watch people make my food. and they change their gloves, and they also use a separate pizza cutter to cut the vegan pizza, which is like a green handle one. So all in all, it was a really good experience. Yeah, that pot pie is so good. So good. Yeah, so we did. If in case you're wondering, I decided to it, daylight saving time. If you guys are in the United States and partake in daylight savings time, um, we set the clocks back, so we gained an hour. But it gets dark super early. Like right now, it's only 5 o'clock, and it's pitch black outside right now. So I decided that I would go on at 5 today instead of 6 because John already called me and texted me earlier this morning and said he wasn't going to make it. So I don't have to wait for him to get here. So I might as well just do it. I don't know how long we're gonna go on this because John's not here with me, and it's just if we keep answering questions, then fine. If not, maybe we'll cut it a little short. Amy's pot pie are pretty good. They definitely are, and they've been around for a long time. Although I haven't had one in a while, but yeah, I used to eat them all the time. The vegan stuffing recipe. Oh, yeah, it definitely works. And we make a nice stuffing for our acorn squash. It's one of our earlier videos that we did, and it's a delicious meal. We also twice bake sweet potatoes. I mean, you name it. I think Thanksgiving is really when we, you know, progressed with our recipes and stuff, making different, and we also have a cookbook. So my cookbook over here behind me, you can get it in ebook form now, unless you can find a used one on the internet. Has a ton of the pot pie itself. I mean, that is an underrated recipe because that is delicious. It's very easy to make. If you guys didn't see Craig's video, Craig, I went over to Craig's and we surprised his parents and we made one for them and we all devoured it. It was so good. Linda says, I like the Blaze Pizza video. I want to go there now. We have one in Tennessee. Yeah. It's new here and I've heard of it, but I never went. And I'm glad I did because it was good. And, as you could see in my video, like the customer service was pretty awesome. But, I mean, that might have been just the employees working there. So you can't, for our experience, the employee customer service was really, really good. But, I could see in certain places other people just, I think that's an individual thing. So I can't say that as far as other Blaze goes, but because I've heard different things on in my comment section. Joseph wants to know if I can please dye my hair a cool color. You don't like the color of my hair? Yesterday was National Redhead Day, and I guess I belong to that. I don't like to say that I do, but everybody says I have red hair, so I guess I belong to that National Redhead Day. It was also National Donut Day, so. Marina used to have daylight savings in Russia, but now several years later. Oh, and I still have to ask my dad that question for you, but I haven't seen him since I think the last time we talked. So, yeah, I'll try to remember next time I see him. The picture. My dad used to be stationed over in Italy, and he traveled around the area. He was drafted in the military, and he has a picture, all these pictures, and I found one of USSR, but I think he was at the border somewhere and took the picture. But it was the letters were different because it was in Russian. So for us it's USSR, but for you guys it was I don't remember. Vegan Tina says, hi, would love to know your thoughts if a vegan parent allows their children to eat non-vegan food in their household. To me, you aren't a vegan parent if you purchase and cook dead animals. I agree with that, and I think just for the same reason, like for me, I personally am not religious, but I grew up with religious parents, so I had to partake in going to church and being religious and all that until I was old enough to make my own decisions, and that was their prerogative. I was their kid, so they raised me and they wanted me to go to church and stuff like that until I could make the decision on my own. And I think that same thing for vegans. Like if my brother raises his daughters vegan, and if I don't, but if I had kids, I would also raise them vegan. And when they were the age that they could make their own decisions and get their own, not living in my house anymore, then they can make those decisions. And if they don't want to be vegan, then that's their choice. But yeah, I agree. I wouldn't personally be cooking meat or anything for anybody else. That's, and I'm glad that I do own my own house now. When I had roommates and stuff, it wasn't always like that. But it's nice to be able to have your own house and your own rules. Meaning, I don't allow anything that's not vegan in my house. Even if I have friends come over, it's like, no, leave anything. Don't bring it over here. Don't put it in my refrigerator. Don't cook in my kitchen. Like, this is my house. These are my rules. But yeah, it wasn't always like that, because I lived in a household where I was the only one that was vegan, and then shortly after my brothers went vegan, and then my sister. But I didn't live there anymore when they all went vegan. So I lived in a household where they did cook non-vegan things when I was cooking vegan things. So yeah, it's not always ideal, but I agree with you there, Tina. Hey Laura, what's up? Just bought all the ingredients for the pot pie. That's amazing, and you're gonna enjoy it. And in the video, we only put the sheet on the top of the original video, but Craig's video, we decided to put it on the bottom and the top, and it's so delicious. Like the ice cream, but not ice cream. Pot pie. So delicious. Do you know So Delicious used to be called Soy Delicious? And then all of a sudden they changed it to So Delicious? Yeah. If you're an old school vegan, you know that. Let's see. Marina says, Joseph, he is a freaking redhead. His hair is already a cool color. Oh, thank you. I don't think you're a redhead, but you have warm. See, I agree. I think my hair is brown. When I had a buzz cut, my hair was completely. It did not look red at all. I think my beard brings out the red or the auburn. But either way, my hair is mine. I love the family vids, so we'll do more of those. I have a good one coming out. I just don't know which one to edit for. Coming up for tomorrow, actually. Wow. Yeah, it's weird being on like a schedule now with the Monday and Thursday. Before, I would just be like, videos whenever, and I'd always have a video ready to do. But now it's like, put up a video, I'm like, okay, now I got to think about a video for for Thursday. And sometimes, like right now, I got a few ideas, but I don't know exactly what I'm doing, and like I have to have it up by tomorrow, so not very good. Let's see. Hey Cynthia. It said URSS. Yes. Spain, France instead of USSR. Joseph says, my dogs say you're her favorite YouTube channel. Aw. Give her an extra woof and a treat and a belly rub. Sherry was making dinner. What you making for dinner? Hi, Holly. Just joining. We have like a, yeah, and we have about the same amount of people watching. We have like a certain set of subscribers that watch all of our live streams, which is pretty awesome. Chris, do I ever make a good old bowl of oatmeal? I do, but like, I try really hard to like oatmeal, but I can't. I mean, even if I like the first few bites, I can't eat a big bowl of oatmeal for some reason. But I've gone through like, time periods where I try to eat oatmeal like every day. I don't know. It's just not always my thing. What's my favorite vegan frozen pizza? I really like the Amy's Margarita Pizza. Really good. When am I going to do a video on sea moss? I don't know. Hey, Sea Dog. Hi from Minnesota, Patty. Aurora wants to know how the No Egg Craig Halloween party was. It was pretty fun. I brought 2 things of mac and cheese. I made a regular and a gluten-free. The regular was pretty much right out of my cookbook. I changed a few things around, made it my own, even though it already was in my cookbook. But and then a gluten-free one. And I also made. Now this is what I've been thinking of doing, and I don't even want to say it because I've been telling you guys this for months, not years, months, that I'm going to do a video on this, and I really am, and I might be editing the first part of it tonight for tomorrow. This might be my video tomorrow, but no guarantees. I also made some nice sourdough bread that I brought over, and everybody liked it a lot. So, that might be the video that I put out. It's going to be a 2-parter, though. Oh, yeah, I do, Deneen. That's probably, I don't know. I really like the Amy's Margarita Pizza, but those Tofutti frozen pizzas might beat it for me, because I haven't had them in a long time, but they are like, do you guys remember like Elio's Pizza, which, by the way, I've never had an Elio's Pizza. I've been vegan for way too long. I don't even know if they were out back when I went vegan, but they resemble the Tofutti, like rectangular pizzas, and I used to buy those and just eat them right up. They're so good, and they've been around forever, like over 20 years. I do remember those, and they might be my favorite actually. I wish I could find them. Kathy, I put all the same stuff in my oatmeal. Sometimes I'll throw some walnuts on there, flaxseed, and maybe some banana or berries. Oh, you already said, yeah, banana. Hi, Chrissy. Sherry got the Miyoko's soft garlic spread. Good stuff, huh? Hey, Swizzy girl. What up, Z? Yeah, those pizzas were... I wish I could find them. Somebody's got to sell them. I think they still sell them somewhere. Just like their singles, the cheeses. They're pretty hard to find, but the places that used to sell them around here, like Price Chopper and Tops, don't sell them anymore. And they're some of the best cheeses, and they've been around longer than all these big cheeses that are out now. Ryan wants to know what the surgery was that I had done on my back. I had a microdiscectomy. So they put about a 1-inch incision, my lower back, moved the muscle apart, moved the nerve, the sciatic nerve, and like cut the piece of, I think the cartilage or the disc that was bulging out and pressing against my sciatic nerve. And it was like an in and out thing. I went in there, I woke up, and I left. I walked out. They wanted to give me pain medicine, and I wouldn't take it. And I didn't take it. There's so many vegan ice cream options now. Can you really pick a favorite? Yeah, you're right. There's so many that are like you could say, like there's so many that are like the best, like they're all up there together. Like I can't differentiate. Like if I'm sitting there eating some of the Oatly, it's I feel like it's just as good if I'm sitting there eating some of the best Nadamu. But for some reason, my favorite way back in the day, I think, is just plain old So Delicious, the soy milk one, the original French vanilla. I really like it. I'll stir it up so it's like a soft serve. That's what I used to do when I was little. What did I eat today? I made some soup. Some nice, healthy root vegetable soup. Oil-free. And it was good. I had 2 bowls. When am I going to do a video of me giving belly rubs to my dogs? That's what I want to know. Well, that was the other, not the belly rub, but like a video just specifically on my dogs. That was the other thing that I was going to do, which I didn't get done today because I didn't have everything that I needed to do. So it's not going to be the video for tomorrow. But it will be soon. How was the recovery for my surgery? Was it tough? No, it wasn't tough. I wasn't as movable as I normally would be, and I tried to. I definitely stuck with what they told me to do to a T because we're talking about the health of my back, and I didn't want to screw that up. So I was able to walk out of there, but they told me not to sit. I could only stand up or lay down. So I had to not sit or put any pressure on that lower back. So that was the hard part, when I got in the car to leave, I had to put the seat all the way down and I had to use the strength of my arm to lower myself in and to get myself out. Yeah, when I, seriously, within an hour after I woke up from surgery, I was in the car and I had to go to Target to get the prescription for the pain medicine. Now, I didn't take any medicine, but the deal with the nurses were they weren't gonna discharge me unless I agreed to go get my prescription of, it was 80 hydrocodone, which I think I still have somewhere. I never used it, but they wanted me to go get it. And I said, fine, if I absolutely need it, I'll take it. But I've lived with this pain for 2 years. I don't think I'm going to need it. So they're like, okay, well, it's going to catch up with you. And I'm like, all right, well, whatever. And I went in there and I went to Target. Now, I used to work at Target. I used to be an executive of assets protection at Target. So I knew everybody in there. And I walked straight to the pharmacy. And I was still I had just woken up from surgery. And I gave the guy, I'm like, here, Bill. I gave him my prescription. And he looked at it and he goes, oh, you okay? Because I kind of looked out of it. And he looked at the prescription and he's like, oh, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I just got out of surgery. And he's like, oh my God. He gave me that. And I think that's how it happened. Yeah. And then I went home and I made sure that I either laid on the couch. The first thing I did was I laid down in my bed with both of my legs straight, not curled up in a ball. Just I laid straight down, which I wasn't able to do without having any kind of pain for 2 years. So I laid down there straight and there was zero pain. And I just remember, I was in the room right next to me. I just remember looking up at the ceiling and just being like, I started laughing. I started smiling and laughing. I'm like, oh my God, I'm not in pain anymore. This is so good. And I stayed out of work for 1 month. Although they were like, well, you could go back after about 3 weeks. I'm like, no, I'm gonna definitely take the full month because I want to heal. And because my job was a lot of sitting down. I drove a lot. And then when I was done driving, I would sit down and interview somebody and then drive back and then get in front of my desk and type stuff up. So I'm always sitting down on the job. because that was my job. But yeah, it was about a month after that. But then I was able, I could walk around and sit down before that, but I took a full month off of work, and I just tried not to lift anything that was heavy. I made a point not to lift anything that was, heavy, because I didn't want to re-injure my back. And even today, like, now I feel like I'm back in, like, one of the healthiest places I've been, like, physically and everything. I can run further than I could ever run, and, work out. And, but I still make sure that I don't do certain kind of lifts. Like, I don't do deadlifts. I don't want to injure my back like that. So if I'm going to do some kind of like I'll do like leg presses with a machine or with dumbbells, but I don't want to try to pick up a lot of weight with my back the way it was, if you guys understand. Let's read some more questions here. But anyways, yeah, it was and I have lifted things, but I try my best to stay away from really heavy things. If it's something's really heavy and like some of my buddies are like, hey, we need you to help us move this refrigerator, I'm like, sorry guys, I gotta tap out. I can't do that. Any news? Well, that's coming up soon. Next week. Today's the 6th. So the next week I'll have a video about that, Linda, for the Vago bars. And yes, they are already here in the United States in some select, small stores, but they are going to be rolling out here in the United States. And I have a really fun video to post next week or whenever. Wait, hold on. Let me look at the dates. We are on, today's the 6th, right? Yeah, so, So yeah, after tomorrow, it'll be my video, yeah, for next week, Monday. Tell us a spooky story. Well, I think I already told all my spooky stories. I have some UFO stories, but I think I might have already told you guys those. But I have a really interesting story from somebody that, this is going to be fun. I don't want to give too much away, but this is probably the most legit UFO story you're going to hear that is backed up by the actual U.S. government. They admit it. So, and I have like a first-hand account of it, and I have a video on that I need to edit, but it will be coming soon. If you guys are interested in something like that, I know nobody's going to see it because nobody sees my videos, but hey, it'll be up there for anyone who does want to see it. When will the peppermint bark Nadamu? Gary, I'm not sure, but I think this month, if not already. But don't hold me to that. I should probably let me message them right now, and maybe by the end, if you guys remind me by the end of this live stream, I'll circle back here. Nadamu. When is the peppermint bark going to be in stores? Oh, you know what I could do? I could just text them, because that was Instagram. Let me see if I cancel. I gotta find her number because I haven't texted her in a long time. On. Maybe I don't have it anymore. Okay, so we're gonna wait, and hopefully they get back to me on Instagram. Metalhead's going to get some lunch. Have fun. Sea Dog says, do I remember the first time I ever had mock meat that was too real? Like the Gardein tender strips. That was the first time I ate mock meat. Well, the first time I ate mock meat was before, long time ago, but over 20 years ago, before all these mock meat companies were out. It was from an Asian store, and I think it was like a mock duck or something, and it was just I didn't like it. But some of these other companies like Gardein and stuff, like I like all their products. But so I got used to having all that. I think there's an actual video of me trying the Beyond Burger before it was out in stores, because I was hanging out at Chef Chad and Derek Sarno's place, and those are the two guys from Wicked Healthy, and they had ties with them, and they had some over at their house, so I got to try it, and there's a whole video of me trying it. It was almost like I was afraid to try it because it looked and smelled so real. So yeah, it's just weird, but I'm glad it exists. Some people don't like to eat that kind of stuff, but other people, hey, I think it's fine as long as something's vegan. It doesn't matter to me. Do I know what caused the bulging disc? Yes, actually, probably a few different things. I pretty much abused my body since I was a kid because I was a very hardcore skateboarder where I was always falling and all kinds of crazy things. I think I still might have a rock in my back somewhere when I wiped out. But that accompanied by the fact that I started gaming in probably the year 2000 when I was in Gainesville, Florida, going to school. And when I was gaming on the computer, I was completely entranced in it, and I was spending way too much time gaming, and I had bad posture. So sitting in front of a computer hours on end, I don't even want to tell you how many hours, but like for years, playing online gaming, I had bad posture, which was, bad posture. I'll try to always sit with good posture now, but it was... When you have bad posture, it pushes your spinal, your discs, and it pushes, the cartilage? It bulges. It can bulge out if it gets to that point. And so after all these years of bad posture, skateboarding, and stuff like that, for those of you that know, I was trying to be in the FBI. And I was doing physical fitness. I was basically training to be able to do their physical fitness. And it was March 2009, and I was doing an exercise that I saw on the Primitive Online back in 2009, which was from the movie 300. And it was the 300 workout. So I was trying this exercise, and I did one of the exercises wrong. I completely did it wrong, and I came down with weights in my hand, and I felt, which I thought I pulled a hamstring because it went straight down my leg. I was like, oh, I pulled a hamstring. Oh, that should heal in like a week or two. And it never healed. It never got better. It just got worse. And I felt that constant pain. And so the weight of me jumping in the air with dumbbells in my hand, which in the video, I mistakenly, they did another similar exercise with dumbbells, but they weren't jumping in the air. And I came down, and that's when it blew my disc out, and it never healed. So that's how I did it. I think with those factors all together, I think that's what did it. But the icing on the cake was doing an exercise wrong. So just make sure if you're exercising, make sure you're doing things right, because you might regret it for, like, who knows, the rest of your life. But the recovery wasn't bad. It was definitely worth it. I always say this, the single best decision I ever made, not knowing it at the time, was going vegetarian, which led me to going vegan and where I am now. But the second best decision I ever made was getting that surgery. And I'm somebody that doesn't like going to the doctor. I haven't had to go to the doctor since then, and I had to go to the doctor to get my back looked at. I haven't been sick enough to go to the doctor, although I did get bit by a tick and I had to go recently for that, but that's out of my control. But anyway, I didn't want to go to the doctor, and then I'm kind of a hypochondriac, so when I had to go over the papers, I didn't want a surgery. I had never had surgery before. I mean, the most I've had was stitches in my head and my mouth and my chin. But, I knew I had to do this. And going over the papers with the doctor, it says like, oh, if these are the things we have to cover. If we slip up, this could happen, or this could happen, or this could happen, or at the very worst, death. And I'm like, oh my God, do I want to do this? But, my quality of life living like that for as long as I did, I had to do it. And I'm glad I did it, because it was the second best decision I had made. The best decision I made in 2011, for sure. So. Oh, I'm still reading. We're really behind. If I'm reading, Produce said they used to mix up the ice cream too. That was a while ago. You found your childhood strawberry ice cream at Expo? Which one was it, Trini? Aurora, yeah. Like if you take my mac and cheese recipe, what I did for that, obviously I used gluten-free noodles. But then when I made the roux, I used, I think I used rice flour instead of white flour. And that's the only other thing. And then I didn't put the breadcrumbs on the top. So, and it came out good, and everybody loved it. Oh, Marmaduke's. Hey, Marmaduke. I didn't even see you log on. I've been ranting over here. I think a video of Chris watching and reacting to ET would be fun. One, two. Do you guys want to see me cry for the first time ever? No. Yeah, ET would be great. We should do that. We should just watch movies, but then I don't know if if I would get a strike against my channel if I did that. Probably. Are we pretty far behind here? Astrid gave me a super chat for $1.99. I want to say thank you and have a good day. Well, thank you, Astrid, and also you have a good day. A good day. I appreciate it. What was the first vegan restaurant I went to? Would I go back now? The first vegan restaurant I went to. Wow. I'm trying to think. I'd have to think about that, but the first one that comes to mind is Vegetarian Paradise in New York City. That may have been the first one I went to. It's no longer Vegetarian Paradise. I think it's Zen Vegan. And I would absolutely go back because they have the best soul chicken in the world. Okay, I got to catch up on some of these questions here. I missed a few. When am I going on the vegan cruise again? You know what? It was, 4 or 5 years ago today we were in Alaska. And I don't know. They're not, they asked us to be on there as chefs in entertainment, and without that I don't know. I'd like to do it again, but they stopped inviting entertainment, so that's the only reason I was able to go. Oh man, it was funny too. I don't care. I'll say it. It's a little embarrassing, but I'll say it. Like, okay, so going on the cruise, it costs money to go on a cruise and do all this stuff. And I remember being up there on stage and cooking, me and John doing our thing, and everybody getting pictures with us and buying our cookbook and, just having a good time, meeting everybody and stuff like that. And then I looked over at John when nobody, and I go, John, John, we're the poorest people in this entire cruise. Because we didn't pay to go on. They actually paid us to do it. So obviously it was awesome, and it was, that was our job, was to go on the cruise and entertain, do a cooking demo and, meet and greets and stuff like that, and, do speeches. We did a few speeches where we told our story, and we just had a really, really good time. And we met a lot of awesome people. But yeah, like, we definitely didn't have money to be doing that. Someday we will. Hey, August, finally coming to the live. Ryan says that was a great choice not to take the medicine. Yeah, I don't do medicine unless I'm going to die. And they're like, you need to take this or you're going to die. I'm like, well, like, how long before I die? And they're like, well, in a week. Well, maybe in like 6 days I'll take it. Okay, well, in an hour. Okay, give me it. I'll take it. That's, because I don't want to die. Rosie wants to know what the status of the movie is. Go to my Kickstarter page, and the last update is the most current update. If you are a supporter of the Kickstarter page, you'll be able to see that update. Can't wait, Vago bars. Vegan Carrie says, been out for 2 weeks with extreme knee inflammation and sciatica leg. Tomorrow I have doctor's appointment. Well, good luck at the doctor's. Hopefully that goes away. They can fix it for you. Ouch, Marmaduke. SGH has been watching all your videos. I love them. Thank you. We've got a lot of them. Marina found some Vago bars today in Russia. Gonna try it first thing tomorrow. I need to know right away what you think about it. And you know what? You know what would be cool? If you would do that. You need to message me. Can you message me? Can you message me before you try it, please? That would be awesome if you did. Marina. Can't wait to see the alien video. That's going to be a fun one. Well, I didn't say alien. I said UFO. Did not say alien. Kathy says, I'm still freaked out by those guys running at you at the railroad tracks. I'd love to know what that was about. Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, I kind of wish I stayed there now, but we were, like, totally trying to get to the next location before the sun went down. But it's like that regret that I have about the time I saw that girl without a face. How I wish I could have stopped and gone back and been like, what's up? Are you okay? Why don't you have a face? But I'll always wonder now. Angie and Ryan just got their peppermint Nadamu. By the way, if you guys haven't seen the video, my brother and my niece and their family all... Oh, wait a minute. I'm with them. I'm there in the video too. We taste test the Nadamu. And go over there and check it out, afterwards or something. He loves doing YouTube now. Like, I didn't know if he was going to, but he's like making tons of videos with Katie, and I keep giving him advice, and he's editing everything by himself. He's doing a good job. So if you guys aren't subscribed, he loves reading the comments. He's always looking for that. Ancient Femme says, Chris, I'm a vegan that lost a scary amount of weight very fast. I struggle to have appetite. Were there periods in your veganism where you thought you were doing something wrong? No, I went vegan when I was 18, and no, I've never felt like I needed to eat something that wasn't vegan for any kind of health related anything. If I felt I was underweight, I would eat more food, or for me, I would be like, well, I'm good enough underweight that I can eat some junk food right now. Or if I'm at a weight where I don't like where I am, then I'm like, okay, I'm going to eat a lot more healthy and I'm not going to eat any junk food. But never once did I think that I needed an animal product to be healthy. There's a lot of things to eat that are vegan, so I don't think anybody's going to have any problem finding enough or different foods or different recipes or meals, especially in today's day and age with the internet and different YouTube channels out there, mine being one of them, with so many different fun and delicious recipes. There's so much information on it too, so I'm pretty confident that saying what I'm saying here is I'm pretty confident that I don't think anybody actually needs any animal products. You can be healthy on all vegan products. Everybody can. Everybody says everybody's different, but maybe somebody's gluten free, or maybe they're allergic to this or that. So you need to change it up a little, but there's enough food and nutrition within the plant kingdom and seeds, nuts, mushrooms, different things where you can seaweeds where you can get everything you need as a vegan. Oh, that was Aaron that asked me that. I'm just getting into that now. Like I'm catching up with these questions. Although that pizza place we went to, that was pretty good pizza, but that definitely wasn't the first place. But yeah, I believe the first place I went to was right down there in New York City. All right, so I'm pretty far behind in the questions. I'm trying to get everyone though. Robert says that he used my recipe for the dough after watching about 20 times. It worked out pretty good, surprisingly. Awesome. I'm glad that did. Excited about the Beyond sandwich in Dunkin' Donuts. I wish there was a full vegan sandwich, though. But hopefully that happens soon. Yeah, I saw that Snoop Dogg was working behind the counter at Dunkin' Donuts giving out that sandwich. I'm always excited when somebody's buying something that's vegan instead of something that's not vegan. That's always a win. Two Boots Pizza that's what I was talking about with Aaron. We went Two Boots Pizza, but I guess it's not there anymore. The pizza's so good. I loved it. But I guess they're not there in New York City anymore. Something about taxes. Hi, Jonathan from Louisville. You're gonna have to wait until I wait. Okay, so I need to message you then. No, I still don't have anything from Nadamu. Let's see. I need to... Oh. All right, I'm going to try to... Do I ever do home workouts or just running? No, I do more than running. I don't run every day, but I work out every day. I mostly use my pull-up bar. I have a pull-up bar. I've got some dumbbells, and then I do the good old, easy to do anywhere you want, push-ups. So yeah, a lot of calisthenics. I've been to the gym, the gym that Craig goes to a couple times, which I would like to go to, but I just find, for me to get all the way out there and then do like an hour workout and then all the way back, it's like 2 hours of my day just to do that. So I was going to a gym. It was like a 3 months free trial. And I went with my friend Jeremy last year, and it's right pretty much across the street from my neighborhood. And I went there like all the time until that was up. But I've always been somebody that doesn't like to go to gyms. I like to work out at home. I just don't like crowds of people and stuff like that. So if I would go to a gym, it'd be during a time when like nobody was there. I also like to do videos sometimes too, or all the time. So hold your horses. Yeah, that's what Katie says. That's pretty funny when she said that. What's the story with the tick? I got bit by a tick. You agree with me on the pumpkin flavor? Yeah, that was horrible. Brian edited a lot of that out of there, but I'm sorry, it smelled like baby throw up. And he knew what I meant too. Like it was a very specific. I'm like, this is what it smells like. He edited that out of the video, but that's what I said, and that's what I'm honest in my reviews. Like I say what I'm not gonna like tell somebody something's good if it's not. So that's how it tasted to me, and he agreed with me 100%. He knew what I was talking about, so it wasn't just me. Do I have any thoughts on zero waste? Yeah, I think it would be awesome if everybody could do zero waste. That would greatly improve the environment. But zero waste might be a little bit too unrealistic for most people, at least as of right now, 2019. But I like that that's what especially new companies are aiming for, is to try to do as low waste as possible, making things biodegradable and recyclable and zero waste. Yeah, the more we can do, the better. I've actually been just going through my house and like cleaning and organizing, and like I have a huge bin of, like, remember I showed you guys all my vegan shirts? I have a huge bin of a bunch of ones I want to give away. And I'm not really sure how to do that, because a lot of people say don't do like Goodwill or Salvation Army, because then they take it and then they sell it to people. I just want to give it. I want to give it to homeless or whatever. But the only problem is I do want to do that. I don't know how, but almost every shirt in there is a small. There are a few other ones, but very, very, very little. And some of these shirts are brand new. A lot of them are worn maybe once or twice, and but there's some of them that have not been worn at all. So yeah, I want to do that. Clean up. Yeah, I think I got the tick out early enough. I've seen a lot of information on the internet about a tick needs to be on you for at least 24 hours before it can start feeding, before it can pass the disease. And I got mine out the second it bit me. Well, about a minute later, about a minute after it bit me. Did I miss? Gary, good question. Is there a better term than mock meat? Yeah, I never liked the mock meat or fake meat. It's real, but it's plant meat. And a lot of companies now are just straight up saying plant meat. What's the best vegan restaurant I've been to? Wow. There's so many that I really like that I don't know if... one of the best ones I was at, unfortunately, was only open for 3 months. And it was called Cruciferous, and it was in LA. And I did a video on it, and it had... the food, it was amazing. And yeah, it was right next to Doomy's, and it's at the same location where Doomy's Next Mex is located now. It was amazing. But I also like Sun Cafe. It's one of my favorite restaurants to go to out in Studio City, California. All my favorite restaurants are so far from me. There was I forget the name of it, but the best sushi place I had ever been to is in Montreal, and I don't remember the name of it. It was the best. Shojin is pretty darn good, but this one is also pretty darn good. And of course, I love pizza. Let's see what else we got going here. I'm trying to get everybody's. Take the shirts to the mission or a homeless shelter. Okay, thank you, Lulu. I can do a free giveaway on Instagram. But it's not really free, is it? Because somebody would have to pay for the shipping. And I know from firsthand experience that shipping is pretty expensive. Hi, Mel. John couldn't make it today because John he had a family emergency. So he'll probably be here next week. How August, how did you get them? Did they send them to you? How did they do that? Find a shelter for adolescents. Yeah, we got some cool shirts there too. What is a good question, Aster? What's my opinion on putting plant meat in the same aisle as the meat? All right, so I think two things for this. Okay, I do think it's a good thing because it's going to get more non-vegans to say, hey, let me pick this up, let me try this. Otherwise, they might not naturally or normally go through the vegan section where everything, I'm not going to try that, but checking it out, say, oh, I see this every week, you know what, maybe I'm going to pick it up and try it out. So that's a good thing. But what I don't like is, as a vegan, I don't want to go to a meat aisle to get my food. I don't want to look at the meat. I try to avoid the meat section every time I go to the grocery store because, let's face it, there's not a lot of grocery stores that are all vegan, and we all shop at grocery stores, or at least most of us do. So, I like Wegmans because a lot of the stuff they'll put it over in the meat section, but they'll also have a section where they'll put it in the vegan section too. So I think that's the best thing that you could do is, put some of it in the meat section and have another section for the vegans where they don't actually have to go, pick through meat to get their, you know what I'm saying? And I went there. So I don't know if somebody did this, to be malicious or what, but I went to Wegmans last week, and Wegmans now has an entire, well, at least the Wegmans I go to sometimes, the big Wegmans, has an all vegan section where at the top it says, vegan. The whole aisle is vegan. And I went through most of the products there, almost all the products, and, double checked and sure everything there is vegan. So, they did their due diligence there. But I don't know if somebody was being malicious or what, because right there was a carton of eggs, and I was like, this is disgusting. And I normally wouldn't have done this, but this is the vegan section. I picked up that carton of eggs, which I haven't picked up a carton of eggs in I don't know how many years, and I put them in another aisle. I mean, it just seemed like somebody's like, here's some eggs, and they put it next to, like the Follow Your Heart vegan egg, whatever. But anyway, that's not cool. Yeah, Produce. I agree. I think the same thing. Produce says, I don't like that most associate the term meat with animal flesh, since meat isn't just animal flesh. No, it's not. The meaty part of anything is like what it could be the meat of a coconut. It could be the meat of a peanut. It doesn't have to be animal flesh. I'm so behind on the questions that as soon as I touch the thing, it goes all the way down to the end. Maxine said, you and John helped me get started with vegan journey years ago. Went vegan to support my mom, who has stage 4 lung cancer, who has really helped her. And thank you, Vegan Zombie. Oh, well, thank you, and I hope she gets better. Hey, Zeke. Do I like sushi? I do like sushi. 1 second. Hey. I'm back. I do like sushi, but I don't... If I'm going to eat sushi, I want to go to an all-vegan sushi place. Is my pizza recipe online? Lulu, yes. I have several pizza recipes. It's online. It's in my ebook. It's in my cookbook. And I have several how to make pizza recipes over the years. I used to work at several different pizza places when I was younger. Cynthia says, I have a very hard time eating dairy. What would you suggest? I would suggest stop eating dairy, because a lot of people are allergic to dairy. We don't really have lactase to digest lactose. So that's why a lot of people are lactose intolerant. But yeah, anything that you were going to eat that is dairy, just go get a vegan version of that. So if you're drinking milk, go find some vegan milk, plant milk. And I just want to warn you, there's so many different vegan milks, and each brand has several different flavors. They got the unsweetened, the sweetened, the vanilla, the chocolate, the low fat, the fat, whatever. Find if you drink one and you don't like it, don't just assume all vegan milk is bad, because there's a lot of vegan milks that I don't like. Try another one. I suggest something like, if you're going to drink milk or put it on cereal or something, I really like, my go-to right now is just Oatly, and I like the white carton Oatly because there's no oil in it, but it still tastes good, and you can put it on cereal, you can drink it straight from the carton, whatever, in a glass. But there's also a lot of other ones. I always tend to go with the vanilla flavored milks. So the vanilla flax milk, or my one of the milks I've been drinking for since I started, even before I was vegan, when I was vegetarian, was vanilla rice dream, one of my favorites. So yeah, there's a lot of them out there, and there's cashew milk. There's I'd say that rice milk is a lot thinner consistency, more watery, still delicious, and a cashew milk would be a nice thick milk. So as far as your milks go, just try to find one that you like. Cheeses, there's a lot of cheeses out there now. If you're looking for like a sharp artisanal cheese, Miyoko's has really good artisanal cheese. She's got a really good mozzarella that goes good on like pizzas and stuff like that, lasagna. And then there's like Good Planet Foods and Violife and Follow Your Heart and Chow. They all have really good slices if you want to make sandwiches or whatever, grilled cheese. So yeah, that's what I would do. I would just look at what you're missing and find a vegan version of it. You can also make your own too. There's recipes to make your own if you're looking to do it a little bit cheaper. Gary says I've been plant-based for about a month. Awesome. Congrats. Keep going. Sounds like I'm summoning something when I'm like reading comments under my breath. Well, maybe I am. I actually had some walnuts today, Holly. Good in your omega 3s. Oh, so you paid for the shipping. Well, if I had all these shirts and I just auctioned it off, I would give all of them away for free if everybody paid the shipping. Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with that. Is it necessary to grind up hemp seeds like you do with flax seeds? I'm not sure on that. I do know you need to do it with the flax seeds though, but I'm not sure on the hemp seeds. Ooh, a Trinidadian cheese. That sounds good. Rice Dream and Good Karma are my favorites for now. They were my favorites also until I found Oatly. Okay. Do we have other side conversations going on here? I'm not sure. And if you guys can find Tofuti singles, like I said before, those are really good too. Those were around way before like even Deo was around. And that's what I used to make everything with, like sandwiches, and I'd like cut it all up and make pizza with it. Even before I even had the channel, The Vegan Zombie. How much does shipping cost for a shirt? If I'm sending it within the United States, it's usually under $5. Well, yeah, Holly, you have to ground up flaxseed in order. Otherwise, you're not going to get any nutritional benefit because it won't digest. So you always have to ground up flax seeds. Bambi likes Ripple chocolate for banana and ice cream. I'm gonna be honest here. I do not like Ripple chocolate at all. I tried it once after a Ragnar relay run, and I didn't like it. And then I thought maybe it just wasn't cold. I don't know. And I tried it again. And I'm like, nope, I don't like it. But I like their yogurt. And you guys see me wearing their hat all the time just because I like the way it fits. But I don't like the milk. But somebody has a Greek yogurt that I really don't like either. It might have been them too. Kenzie says, Chris, guess what? My mom's doing the 22-day vegan challenge. Finally, she's been eating 100% vegan for 4 days. I'm so proud of her, and I've been happy crying. That's awesome. Tell your mom. That's so awesome. Congrats. And hopefully after 22 days, the 23rd day, she'll still be vegan. That'd be awesome. Yes, you can definitely ground up flax seeds in a coffee grinder. It doesn't really work in a blender, and at least in my blender. And I have a high-speed blender. They just sink to the bottom because they're so light. Yeah, so you're gonna want to probably use a coffee grinder. I usually buy them already ground up. Do I ever deal with procrastination or feeling a lack of energy to make videos? I didn't used to, but you guys have heard me saying this for a while, but if you look at my videos, like they're not really, nobody's seeing my videos, so that makes me not want to make another video. But I've been consistent for 10 years. I have not strayed for that no matter how I feel. And I've always felt more than motivated to continue to do this. But I got to tell you, when I work hard on a video and nobody sees it, it's not your guys' fault. It's YouTube. Nobody's seeing. So my sister just told me that she's subscribed to me. She has the bell checked for all videos, and she still doesn't get my notifications. Now, I have 175,000 followers, and YouTube is showing my notifications to less than 1% of my followers. And so, yeah, like when that happens and I work hard and I put a video out and nobody sees it, that doesn't make me want to make more videos. It makes me feel like maybe I shouldn't do this anymore, that's how I feel. That's the truth of it, I don't know. And I see, it's crazy because I'll see other channels with I'm not even like a 20 or a 30th of the amount of followers I have, like making way more views per video, every video. I'm like, wait a minute. If I'm doing almost the same video as they're doing, why are they getting 20,000 views and I'm getting 1,500 views? Like, what is that? Like, what's going on? Like, I'm getting as many views now as I was getting when I first started the channel. So, yeah, that makes me not want to. I still do it. I'm in a real kind of weird situation here. Because I do this full time. This is my main thing. And if it's, it's scary because what goes through my head is, what is this not going to be my main thing anymore? Like, what am I going to do? So, yeah, that's a little bit. There's a lot more to it, but that's a little bit of how I feel about that. How many languages do I know? How many languages can I speak? I know lots of languages, but I can only speak a couple. I can only speak English perfectly. The next language that I can speak would probably be French, and it's not even good anymore. But I can do a little bit of French. But yeah, to answer your question, like, I want to tell you a lot of things I did to not procrastinate, because I did excel and was able to do this for a living and quit my other job. A lot of you guys already know that story, but that isn't what I wanted. Eventually, yeah, but that's not. I was kind of put into that position a little prematurely. Let's just say I didn't want to quit my job. I was put in a position where I had to quit my job or I had to quit the vegan zombie, and I chose to stay with the vegan zombie. So, yeah. I just keep pushing through and making more videos, but every time I do a new video and the same outcome, like if you look at it, I haven't had a decently viewed video since I did that whole Impossible Foods thing. And people just shared that because they couldn't believe it. It really had nothing to do with me. And that's the last time I really got decent views. So I don't really know what to do anymore. I'm at a loss here with YouTube. The algorithm or whatever is not on my side. I've even thought of making a new channel, but like start over from beginning. Like, I don't know. Good night, Robert, if you're still on. Is there any oil in Silk soy milk? I believe there's oil in just about every milk. That's why when I decided to do the oil free, I looked at all the milks and I found that Oatly in the white container does not have it, and I believe there's a West soy that doesn't have it as well. And there's another oat milk, and I don't know if it's, there's yeah, but that's not the one. There's another one, and it doesn't have oil either, and I forget the name of it. Paris Green Day uses a food processor to grind up flax seeds. Freely said in her recent video that YouTube is anti-vegan since they get paid. I mean, it's definitely crossed my mind. Like, am I being shadow banned because of the word vegan? And unfortunately, that's in my name, the Vegan Zombie. Like, that means every video I put up from now on is doomed if I'm shadow banned. I mean, the same thing has happened to me on my Instagram account and also my Facebook account. I could show you my Facebook, and this is not kidding, not exaggerating, but every single time I click on my Facebook account, it'll show me, it'll take a second, and then it will update, and then it'll show me how many subscribers I lost. And I swear, I'm not lying, I'm not exaggerating. For the past year, I have not gained a single follower. I've only lost followers for the past year. So every time I look at this, it's like minus 23, minus 10, minus 7, minus 50. And, you know, I was up to almost 110,000 followers, and now I'm down to like 104,000. So I don't know what's going on, but let me show you guys just so you know I don't know if you can see this, but I'll go to the Facebook and come on, come up. It's going to tell how many followers I have there. I don't know if you could see it, but yeah, 104,852 is what it went down to from it. Last I looked, it was 104,900 and something. So, yeah, I don't know. And then I'll post something on there and it'll say I reached 4 people. Like, what? Well, I mean, you know, that I have a lot of shirts to keep everyone. I don't even know how I would do that to keep everyone in order. Like, okay, I'm sending this one to this person. That'd be a lot of work. Super Vegan One says, don't ever stop making videos. We really appreciate and treasure them. I'll never stop making videos, but I don't know if I can continue to do this the way it's happening right now. And I'm not saying I'm quitting. I love making videos. I was making videos when I was a little kid before the internet existed. Like, I could show you those videos at some point someday of the videos I made, but I love making videos, you know, and I'm going to continue to make videos. I just don't know if I can do it like this if this keeps happening to me. Yeah, there's a lot of people. So how many people here have all the notifications on and don't always get my notifications? Well, there's dedication, Kenzie. Kenzie watches all my videos, including live streams. And if I ever miss a live, I watch them played back. Wow. I'm your all-time favorite YouTuber. Wow, thank you. Oh, and congrats on going vegan a year and a half ago. I don't know if there's a lot of oil in the Ripple. It's pea protein. Um, I don't normally have the chocolate Oatly, but it's delicious. I love it. Edwin, I never claimed to not believe in conspiracy theories. I actually, my friends from back in the day know me as Mr. Conspiracy Theory because that's all I would talk about. Um, Certain ones, certain things, yeah. Algae oil, yeah, that's going to give you the DHA and the omegas. Wow, I'm really behind on these comments. They're really coming in now. I'm just gonna. If I didn't read your question, I'm not skipping you. I try to read everyone I can. What would be a good vegan milk for cereal? My favorite is Oatly, or rice milk, or vanilla flax milk. Now, there's two vanilla flax milks from Good Karma. I personally like the one without the extra protein. And it has nothing to do with the extra protein, but it just tastes a lot better, the one without the extra protein plus. Vanilla rice dream I like. My favorite silk, they don't sell in a lot of places, but I did find it about a month or two ago, and it's the very very vanilla, the very vanilla. It's like a purple container, and it's one of the best. Kenzie never gets notified. Maybe you should unsubscribe and then resubscribe with the bell. Maybe that'll work. I don't know, but that's just that makes me sad that people are subscribed to my channel for a reason, but then they don't get my notifications. And it's obvious because I know most of the people want to see the videos I put out, but then they don't even know that I put them out. I put videos out every Monday and Thursday, and I've been doing these live streams on the second channel every Wednesday, unless otherwise stated. And any other videos I have, I'll sneak them in there as well. And I'm not saying that everybody has to drop what they're doing to watch the videos, but the people that want to see the videos that aren't seeing them, like, I don't think that's cool that YouTube's doing that. Like, if they want to see, like, if I want to see somebody's videos and I'm subscribed to them, I want to get a notification that they put out a new video. You know what? Honestly, okay, so I'm reading the question here from DMM. Maybe it's time to jump on the clickbait thumbnail wagon. So I've never really done clickbait anything. I don't know if the Gordon Ramsay one could be considered clickbait because it was funny, but honestly, I've done everything. Like, I don't even when I have a new video where I'm like, oh man, this one is going to be popular. This one, everyone's going to like this video. Put a lot of work into this one. It's fun and nothing. So like, I've been disappointed so many times over the years, and it's not like, oh, you keep trying. I've been doing this longer than a lot of people have. I've had a YouTube channel as the Vegan Zombie like way longer than most other channels have been around. And yeah, I've tried everything, but yet it's what it always is, you know? It's always, you know, somebody else does a video like that and they blow up with in the algorithm, and I do one and nothing. So I don't know. I think I might be shadow banned. I don't know. Do I take an iodine supplement? No, I don't. I'm not salt free, so I get iodine from salt or Dulse, which has more iodine than salt. Yeah, Edwin, I can get into conspiracy theories. I love talking about conspiracy theories, and I think everything's a conspiracy. Ryan says, I lost it. A great source of omega-3 is cantaloupe. And honeydew melons. Why don't I like coconut milk? I don't like coconut water, which I have a bottle right over there from the Vegan Cuts box. Coconut milk, I enjoy coconut milk. You can make some good curries with it and stuff like that. But for me, coconut oil, coconut is very high in saturated fats. And for me, some other people, not everyone, it raises triglycerides, raises your cholesterol, your bad cholesterol. And for me, that's what it was doing. And I thought for the longest time that coconut oil was like the good oil, but it wasn't. It was like the worst I could be eating. 90% saturated fat, not good at all. So if you were to go with oil, you would want to stick with like extra virgin olive oil over a coconut oil. Yeah, the only bad thing about Oli is it's the most expensive one, but it's the only one I get. Yeah. Yeah, when you hit the bell next to the notification, there's 3 different. You want to pick the top one where it says all. There's all, personalized, and none. So you want to hit all. Unless you don't want to see any of my videos, then you. And Marmaduke says, smash. You got to smash that like button. Smash it. And the other thing, guys, I don't know if this is true, but I've heard this. If you guys like it and then go comment, make even a comment like saying, oh, nice video or whatever, anything you say, conversation in it kind of boosts the algorithm from what I hear. So if there's a lot of interaction, especially right off the bat, the video would do better. So even if you just want to be like, thumbs up or smiley face, I don't know, that'd be cool too. I don't want to have to be asking for all this stuff. Like, I feel like at this stage after doing this for 10 years, it's like it shouldn't be this hard. But it is. Yeah, you're right, Kathy. Controversial videos seem to get the most views. Maybe I should leverage some different topics being... I mean, I guess it is a thing. Like, I mean, I don't really see it. But I guess being like how I put the label in this title, being a 25-year vegan, like how many YouTubers are 25-year vegans? There's not too many. So I don't know, maybe I could, my thoughts on this as a 25-year vegan, I don't know, something like that. Somebody that's seen veganism grow from like, oh man, that sounds so old, doesn't it? Like a quarter century ago to what it is today. No, I don't think caffeine affects me in any way. I don't like, I won't do like soda or coffee or energy drinks or anything like that. So I don't actually know what caffeine does to me. I was saying this to somebody the other day too. Like, it's kind of weird for some people to think of this, but like, somebody was, and every once in a while, I think about it, but I don't want you to think that I'm thinking of it because I want to try it. I don't, but when somebody says, "Oh yeah, I was drunk," and it's like, so what does it feel like to be drunk? What is it? Like, to me, I don't know. I've never been drunk. I don't know what it's like to be inebriated. Like, explain it to me. And yeah, some people think that's weird to hear that statement from an adult. I mean, you would expect that from kids, but yes, conspiracy theories are a fun topic. When I was like 18, 19, I was like totally into the 23 Enigma. And this is before the movie The 23 came out, number 23. And that's all I could talk about. That's all I saw everywhere. I would take everything, license plate numbers, and be like, that adds up to 23. No, it does. Bill Clinton. There's 23 letters in his name. William Jefferson Clinton. Oh, the 23rd, what is it? The 23rd number or letter on the periodic chart is vanadium, V, and it's got 2 up, 1 down. That's a 5. A V is a 5, and the most simplest parts you can break down a 5 is a 2 and a 3. 2 plus 3 is 5. 23. Oh my God, everything. Everything was 23. Conspiracy. People would be like, dude, shut up, Chris. I'd be like, okay, I won't say anymore, but 23. You can get really deep into conspiracy. Yeah, you really can. They're fascinating, to say the least. I do eat chocolate. Yes, I do. But I still don't know. I don't feel any. I feel nothing. So I don't know what, if anything, caffeine does to me. The truth is out there. Hey, Weave. Yeah, when I did the controversial videos too, like I got, like when I did like the ex-vegans and stuff like that, it got a lot of views. I don't know, but I want my channel to be successful, but I also want to put out content that I like to do. Oh, I didn't hear about that. Dave's Killer Bread is putting oil now in their ingredients. New owners. Dave sold it. Marmaduke, what month? Holly. You guys want to, if the video works here, hopefully it works today for you guys. I don't know. It didn't work last week, but that was because John pulled out the plug. Maybe I could, maybe we go back down memory lane and see an old, really old Vegan Zombie video, but not like the video, but maybe just the making of the video. You could see how we used to do that. You guys want to see that or no? I'm at the bottom of the comments. I know I probably missed a lot of questions here. What's up, Chris? Happy late Halloween. I missed it already. I know Halloween's gone already. It's like boom, gone. I mean, I still got my Halloween mask and stuff up in the background, but that's just vegan zombie stuff. Trini, that's a good explanation. Did I get a vegan bracelet? Was it the little snap one from Vegan Cuts box? All right. See you later, Marmaduke or Marina. I gotta message you too before you try that bar. If you would, that'd be awesome. But have a good night. June 23rd. Well, that's another reason. Yeah, Ryan, I never wanted to lose my state of mind. Because it's not something you can just will yourself out of. So I hear. All right. Good night, Astrid. Thanks for joining us. Okay. Oh, do you guys want to see this John's spine real quick? This is what he sent me. Okay, so that's a normal spine. That's his spine right here. That's crazy. That's what his spine looks like. Standing up straight. And that's why he needs surgery. He told me I could do that. He told me I could show you guys. So, let's see if we have audio over here. You guys need to let me know if you can hear the audio from, let's say, let me put on, I'll just put on my last YouTube video, I guess. We want to go over here. And all I need you guys to do is tell me if you can hear this. Ready? Here we go. This is the ad. I know there's a little delay. We're here at Pleaaase Pizza, and did you guys hear me say we're here at Pleaaase Pizza? What caused it? Well, John was born with scoliosis, and he used to have a back brace and stuff. He didn't always wear it, and it just got worse and worse. And that's why he's always in pain. Okay, so you guys can all hear that. So, okay, so then let me clear my throat. Let me play for you behind the scenes of me filming John with the pizza roll video from 8 or 9 years ago, long time ago, beginning of the Vegan Zombie.
Let's take one.
And I will. Okay. I'll be down here watching. You know what? You gotta close the window. Here I am directing John. This is our favorite place that we've ever filmed. I really like this kitchen.
Like, oh wait, this is videotaped?
This is like 9 years ago.
Did you press record on our little box?
Yep.
All right. How should I start this?
He might swear a couple times in this because this wasn't.
We don't have to do
so
a crazy
I'll
thing every single time.
Remember where that is and kind of fast forward through it. John from the Vegan Zombie here. I have got something delicious for you today. Quick, easy. I'm telling him what to say here.
Just simple.
See, I had a little bit to do with my videos, directing,
Just easy right here. Ready?
editing, filming, coming up with recipes.
What's up, everybody? We're cooking with the Vegan Zombie again. Nope.
How about, I'm going to go real close to you now. I'll kind of slowly fade back. Yeah.
Should I talk now?
I feel like this camera back then is better than the camera I have now. This was just a measly Canon T2i.
What's up, everybody? You're cooking with the Vegan Zombie. What are we gonna make tonight? Well, let's do something easy for a change, huh? Every single one I've been doing the last few times has been just too darn long. So we're gonna keep it simple.
No, don't do that.
Okay, I think he swears right here. Gotta fast forward that.
Okay.
We don't want that.
That's good.
Besides, YouTube will like mark my channel like no. No, this isn't the one where he gets mad at me. That was the e-pastry. That was later on. This is still in the early stages of the Vegan Zombie.
Hey, what's up, everybody? You're cooking with the Vegan Zombie tonight. What are we gonna make tonight? We're gonna make something
Tonight twice. Sorry to keep doing this, but
I'm like, you said tonight twice. We can't do that. You gotta.
we got to.
No, good. Catch me.
Just be like, John from the Vegan Zombie. Tonight we're going to make something quick, easy, delicious. Let's get started.
Okay. Yo, what's up? John here from the Vegan Zombie. We're gonna make something quick, easy, and delicious tonight. So let's get started.
Oh, blurry.
Okay, now just be like, whatever. I got some pizza rolls. Pepperoni and sausage.
Okay. So we're gonna do our take on pizza rolls tonight.
You see, I liked filming like different angles and stuff, like boom, boom, and like I'd edit them together really fast, so they're quick cuts, and it was just, I don't know, more entertaining than
Now I know
a camera just in front of your face on a tripod. Hey, Julie, welcome to the live stream. Let's see. What else do I have? I have one more that I set aside here.
pizza roll take 2.
Ice cream sandwich break.
Oh, the ice cream sandwich break.
So put your hands down and you're talking.
This is, I think, a
So-
so delicious
while
ice cream
waiting for
sandwich.
this-
All vegan, by the way.
So while I'm waiting for these 5 minutes,
I'm trying to come up with what to say for
what
the
did you
next
say
scene.
last? You gotta wait 5 minutes for this.
See our light up there.
I can just put this in. You just be like, ice
This
cream
is so
sandwich break.
fun.
I'll put some music in, ready?
While I'm waiting. Ice cream sandwich break!
And then I put the music in. Dun, dun, dun. It's a lot different without the music, isn't
going
it?
up to your mouth. I'll put it in slow motion.
So this video was actually filmed.
Oh, and then the last piece, ready?
Okay, so this video was actually filmed in April of 2011. So that's how long ago we did this video. That's a long time ago. The late night pizza hangout video.
Brain freeze.
Brain freeze.
Ugh.
See, he had to work hard to get, to get these videos. Anyway, that's some footage from that I dug up from obviously 2011, long time ago, almost 9 years ago. Ice cream. Well, you got to go watch the actual video where I put the music in there for the ice cream sandwich break. Live debunking videos of carnivores. Do you guys want to watch one where somebody, I don't know, we could do that, about how I'm so unhealthy and I'm withering away and I'm on death's doorstep and all kinds of things. And It's just ridiculous. Your son was only 4 years old. Now a teenager, right? 13, 12, 13? John has been trying to do everything he can for the last few years for his spine. He's currently going to, well, next week he's going to Ohio to get a second opinion. Well, debunking is so much work, and it starts YouTube wars. Well, my existence debunks a lot of these carnists, a lot of these anti-vegans, because they say that you can't be vegan long term or else you're going to have serious health problems. And here I am, 25 years vegan, no health problems. I have done a few videos on that. I did the one about Spherage. Why did I just say his name? Vegan deterioration. Yeah, there's a few videos that they did about me, and it's like, what? Really? Any more questions? I don't think I have any more videos to put up right now. Here's a picture of, let's see, me and John back in the day doing, I think, our first vlog, something like that. I had the iPhone 4 right here, it looks like, with the Han Solo carbonite on the back. This is downstairs in the basement. What else do we have here that I could show you guys? Oh, I had the flip phone. This is my brother's dog, Cambria. Rest in peace, Cambria. That's me with short hair. Probably 2005 or 6. Anyway, that's not what you guys want to see. You guys want to hear more testimonials. I don't know who John's followed or if he does follow anybody. Well, yeah, of course it stirs the pot. Like I said in all my debunking videos, or yeah, I've done a few, but only one that I've actually posted. The other ones were just like live streams like this. It definitely stirs the pot. But like I said, I feel like there's more people that are doing this because veganism is just becoming more and more popular. So with the popularity of it, there's going to be more opposition to it. And it's just growing, and it just shows that it's growing. But I just felt like it was my duty as a long-term vegan to stand up and say something. So there was at least something out there about long-term vegans, and I'm just showing you guys this. I am a long-term vegan, and the fact that I am existing and I'm out there, very active and healthy. I'm just showing people that the things that they're saying, that they're stating, and taking as the truth and their own reality is just all bull, because obviously here I am. So I just want people to have like another side to the story, and a powerful side, and like showing, like I'm not gonna, run my mouth. I'm just gonna show them, like, I'm here. That's all I need to do. I show them I've been vegan for this long. But then they come back and they're like, well, he's obviously lying. He's sneaking meat. He's eating meat. I've heard just such outlandish things. I've even been told that I'm on steroids. Like, really? A straight edge vegan that's cheating and eating meat and on steroids. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I never had any of this problem, any of this until YouTube came about. And that's, before that, Never had any problems like this. Never had any opposition like this. Never. Yes, Holly, I've been to Salem. I actually have some videos on my channel of me at Salem, Massachusetts, where the witch trials were. In fact, a lot of people say that I look just like Nathaniel Hawthorne. And when I first was told that, my friend, this was before internet, my friend showed me an encyclopedia. You look like Nathaniel Hawthorne. I'm like, yeah, whatever, let me see. And I looked at the picture, I'm like, oh my God, I look just like him. The young version, not when he gets all old and stuff. But if you look up the younger version of Nathaniel Hawthorne, I can't deny it, I look like him. I don't know who Robert Morris is. But he can help John. That'd be swell. Oh, I didn't hear anything about the YouTube house, Julie. Yeah, there's a lot of videos about vegan gains because he is very active with debunking stuff. I watch a lot of his videos too. I don't plan on shaving my head again. I wish my hair was a little bit longer right now. I look similar to who? To who? Yeah, that's true, Weave. It's just an antidote, but I don't know any long-term vegans that are wasting away or anything. It just was never an issue. And the only time people had issues was when they're not eating, starving themselves, eating disorders, and then when it doesn't work, they blame it on veganism. Would Facebook allow a vegan zombie Facebook group? Well, I have a page. I have the Vegan Zombie Facebook page. So go over there and like the page, I guess. Oh, I'd love to go back. I didn't know that they were doing it again. I'll have to contact them. Different platforms. I use a lot of different platforms. Yeah. But it seems that YouTube is the one that drives the rest of them. I can get my message out on YouTube and have people like go over to my Instagram account and follow me on Instagram or follow me on Facebook. Those are the ones that I use the most is Instagram every single day. YouTube, obviously you guys know that. And Facebook. Oh, I do look similar to Nathaniel, but not as. Here, I'll show everybody. I have a. I know what I look like when I was younger, so I can definitely see it. Let me Google it. There he is right there. That looks like me without the haircut. Come on. It's not. It's right here. Okay, so obviously not with my beard and everything, but right here. This does look like me. The lips, the eyes, not the hair, but this is what I looked like when I was younger. And when my friend showed me that, I was like, I couldn't deny it. I was ready to be like, I don't look like Nathaniel Hawthorne. But I did. Trying to find another picture of me. This is probably not even, but that's probably not a good example either. But I definitely see it, and if I find another picture of me when I'm younger, I'll show you guys. Yeah, Ruby, and I think that's unfortunate too. That a lot of I agree. That's why Noy Craig and I like to do it more realistic. We like to be real, and I don't know if that's the reason why. If we're not doing like crazy, unrealistic things every day, and I guess that's what you got to do to make it on YouTube, maybe. A fan group on Facebook? I mean, that just makes me sound like arrogant, I guess. But as far as Facebook goes, I mean, people can just follow me on the Facebook page. Maybe I was him in a past life. When I went to Salem, I was going in the shops and stuff, and people were like, "You look really familiar." And I'm like, well, my great-great-great-grandfather, Nathaniel Hawthorne. And they're like, "Oh my God, that's where are you serious?" I'm like, "No, I'm just kidding." But there was a big portrait of him at the House of the Seven Gables, and I just kind of went right next to the portrait, and I just kind of sat there like this to see if anybody, nobody cared. Didn't work. He does, yeah. Why do I think kids bully other kids? I think that's just something that kids do, honestly. I think that they do it for various different reasons. They do it to look bigger and stronger. They look at to be cooler, to feel more superior, to feel cooler in front of other people, peer pressure. I think it's been happening for, since the beginning of time. I did a whole video on bullying, and then I never posted it. So I know, like a lot of other people, I know from firsthand experience, and I have a story to tell about it, and I have my thoughts on it. But that's what I think. I feel like... No, it's not. It's not always bad parents, though. I think somebody can be raised with, good parents and still, at certain times, bully. But yeah, not exclusively. I think there's a lot of different factors to it. All right, I'll just tell it right now because I'm already into it. So we're already at 2 hours anyway. This wasn't going to be the bullying video. When I was in all the way through elementary school, I was pretty like the class clown, pretty popular. But then when I got to middle school, I became very shy and like where am I, like not talk to anybody. And then through middle school and high school, I got bullied. Like it got to the point where I was being bullied every single day, like it was normal. Every single day I was getting bullied. Just bad things. And I remember I never wanted to get in trouble, but like I remember getting really claustrophobic one time. I was in the gym and I don't know why. I mean, we're kids, why do we do certain things? But, the gym mats were all rolled up and they're like, can you even crawl in there? I'm like, yeah, probably. And I crawled in there and then they sat on top of it and I'm really claustrophobic. But I guess I was less claustrophobic back then, but this is probably one of the reasons why I became even more claustrophobic. They all sat on it and they wouldn't let me out. And I was like, okay, let me out. And I started crying and getting all red. And like, they finally let me out. And I told the gym teacher, I didn't like straight up be like, this is what he's like, what happened, Chris? What's wrong? And he didn't care. They didn't care. I mean, this is a different time too. It went on and on, and this certain kid would bully me all the time. And I remember, and I don't know if there's anybody watching this that are from my high school, but I never like backed down, but I never fought because I didn't want to get in trouble. I didn't want to get expelled. I didn't want to get, I had perfect attendance through high school, so that was another factor. But I remember this one time, this kid that was always bullying me. Finally, I turned around and I punched him in the face, and then because he would always during after lunch during the gym gym time or whatever, he would always try to beat me up every day. And I finally, he didn't expect it because every single day I didn't do anything. Finally, I turned around and punched him, and then I kind of took off because him and his buddy came after me 2-on-1. And then this other kid, there's the other kid that was this other kid. So the kid was bullying me, was about my size, but this other kid, he was a big dude. And he basically was like, I saw him and I was like, oh no, now I'm dead, So he came up to me. He's like, Chris. I'm like, what? And he's like, I won't say any names, but he's like, is so and so messing with you? I'm like, yeah, he does every day. He goes, well, I'm going to tell you this. He goes, if he messes with you ever again, you let me know. And he went up to him and I was like, thank you, thank you. And he never messed with me again after that. And after 11th grade, I told myself, I'm like, that's it. No one's going to mess with me again. I'm done with this. I'm just going to go crazy if somebody messes with me. I'm not crazy some of the things that have happened today. This is over 25 years ago. I didn't think anything like the shootings that happen these days. Nothing like that. But anyway, he asked me, after that was said and done, I told myself, and then throughout 12th grade, never got bullied again. And so, I can't forget that. I can't forget that day. And if there's anybody that's watching this, they'll know who it was, because I wish that I could tell him, man, you did the right thing and you stuck up to a bully when you could have been a bully yourself. And I have never forgot that, ever. And the crappy thing is I can't tell him that, because before we graduated, he got in an accident and died. And if there's anybody that I went to school with that's watching this, you know exactly who it is. And I never said that to anybody, but he stood up and he did the right thing, because I would say that I am who I am because I was bullied. If I was never bullied ever, I'd probably be a little bit of a different person. But I remember that it kind of shaped me who I am, and I don't put up with any kind of bullying these days. Whereas back then it was a little different. So here's my message to people that are in a position to bully. You might be bigger and stronger or more popular or whatever, and you're in a position where you could potentially bully somebody, and you see somebody getting bullied or whatever. If you bully that person, they're never going to forget you. They're never going to forget your name or what you did to them, and you might need them someday in the future. You might need them, and they're going to remember what you did to them. But on the flip side of that coin, if you go in there and prevent somebody from being bullied, or maybe use your popularity or, bigger and stronger, whatever it might be, to stick up for somebody and say, look, this isn't cool, stop it. That person, like myself, is never going to forget that person ever. And they're gonna, instead of thinking of you as like this horrible person the rest of their life, they're gonna think of you as somebody that did something right. And wouldn't you much rather be remembered as somebody that did the right thing than somebody that was part of the problem? Like, that's my message to anybody, especially younger kids that are in school. If they're involved with bullying, if it's simple. Because that's gonna stick with you the rest of your life. How do you want to be remembered? As somebody that was not nice to people, or somebody that did the maybe unpopular thing but the right thing? So I never shared that with anybody until right now, as far as like everything that I said. So, but that sucks, because I wish I could let that guy know that I'll never forget that. And I know it's different today. There's a different aspect of it today, because now with the age of social media, with cyberbullying, none of that existed when I was a kid. Is it bullying if you bully the bully? Well, no, because I think that's exactly what the point was this guy, instead of helping the other guy bully me, he stopped him, because he was a big dude. He stopped him from bullying me and said, you need to leave him alone, or else you're going to have a problem with me. And it worked, What do I say to people who think veganism can't sustain us? Well, I say, here I am. Veganism has sustained me for the past quarter of a century, just like countless other people that I know that have done the same. There's nothing that I don't need to go to animal products to sustain anything. I can get it all from plants. So, and I know that, and I'm not stupid. And I think deep down, non-vegans know that too. They just hate us because they don't want to admit it, and they don't want to do it. It's simple as that. Yeah. A lot of people have told you it isn't healthy. Well, at least they don't know what they're talking about. I can't believe that people are still saying that in today's day and age. We have doctors, we have health organizations telling people, like, meat is not healthy, and eggs aren't healthy, and dairy is not even healthy, and science is backing this up. But people are still, because it's tradition, because it's a moneymaker, they're still willing to turn a blind eye and continue to believe. There's no way they can actually truly believe this stuff, though. I know some people do, but it's like, what are you talking about? It's like, it's common sense. But I don't really need to argue that, because I've done it. I know it's anecdotal, but I've done it. I have not eaten meat in 30 years, and I've not eaten dairy in 25, and I've never had to go back. It's never even crossed my mind that, I don't feel good, like I think I might need animal products. It's just not, it's a non-issue. Not to mention that I never get sick. I'm never at the doctor. I don't need that. I went to the doctor last year to get my blood tested just so I could do a video. I didn't need to go to the doctor. The doctor even said that. He's like, you don't need to be here. I'm probably the healthiest person that goes to that doctor's office. But before that, the last time I had been to the doctor before I just decided on my own to go get a blood tested was when I got my back surgery, which had nothing to do with being vegan, just an injury that I got. So yeah, I mean, I see it. I know it. There's nothing that science, facts is on my side. It's on our side as vegans. The first year on steroids comment. Yeah, somebody said that about me. I don't know why, but nice, Ryan. I don't do yoga, although one of my best friends owns a yoga studio here. I never done yoga. Deneen, they're always going to put anti-vegan articles out there because it's the money. They want to protect their investments, and that's how they do it. They want to fake articles, fake studies, skewed studies against veganism. They're going to continue to do that. And then people are going to see that and be like, oh, and not have the real correct information, or maybe they see it on the news like they did when they said plant milk's not good for kids. Like, are you kidding me? So you're telling me that it's not healthy for a kid to maybe eat almonds or nuts or oats or something like that? Like, that's ridiculous. Do you know how ridiculous you sound? Very, very ridiculous. But yeah, they're going to continue to do this because it's still a lot, even though it's going down and they're losing every year, they're still a bigger industry by far than the vegans. So, but it's balancing it out, and soon it's not going to be that way anymore. Yeah, I never liked chicken nuggets just because of vegan chicken nuggets are fine, but you don't want like one of those rubbery, chewy, ugh. Well, it looks like 2 hours, 17 minutes. I got it to the last question here. Thanks for watching, guys. I think I'm going to get going, and I need to start thinking about my video for tomorrow. So, thanks everybody for the great conversation here. We got 70 people watching. Go like the video if you want to. If you don't want to like it, you don't have to. And go check out my last video if you would, if you haven't already. It's vegan at Pleaaase Pizza. And I'll see you guys soon. So, watch out for zombies.